There was a period in my life where I kept saying the same words over and over. I'm stuck. I said it like it was a fact, like gravity or time or my name. But the truth is, I wasn't stuck. I was addicted. Not to a substance, not to a habit, but to a story. A story about who I thought I was and who I believed I'd always be. I didn't realize it then, but that story gave me something. It gave me certainty. It gave me identity. It gave me this familiar place to return to, even if that place was painful. This is the strange thing about our patterns. Sometimes we'll choose a suffering we know over a freedom we don't, because the story is predictable. It's safe, it's ours. Letting go of it can feel scary because it's unfamiliar, unknown, uncharted territory. My story was simple. I don't fit, I can't change. There is something fundamentally wrong with me. It ran in the background of almost everything I did. If something was hard, that was the story. If I felt scared, that was the story. If someone got close and I pulled away, that was the story too. And at some point, the story stopped being a story. It became a home, a miserable, cramped, suffocating home, but a home nonetheless. It was familiar, predictable, mine. The turning point didn't come from some big breakthrough. It wasn't a retreat or a book or a mentor. It came in a tiny moment. So small, I almost missed it. I was sitting alone, feeling that old heaviness rise in my chest, and I heard myself say, "Here we go again." But for the first time, there was a space, a gap, a noticing. And in that gap, I saw something I'd never seen clearly before. This wasn't reality, it was a narrative. A well-rehearsed monologue, a script I had memorized so deeply, I mistook it for the truth. And when you finally see a story as a story, everything changes. I realized that every time I said I'm stuck, what I really meant was I'm scared. Every time I said I can't, I meant I don't know who I'll be without this version of me. And every time I said nothing ever changes, what I meant was change would mean trusting myself. And I don't know if I'm ready. So how do you break the addiction to your story? Not by fighting it, not by forcing positivity, not by trying to be someone else overnight. You do it by one simple, terrifying act. You tell the truth to yourself, out loud, honestly, without performance. The truth underneath the story. The truth the story has been trying to protect. For me, that truth sounded like, I feel lonely. I feel overwhelmed. I feel like I don't belong. Like I don't understand how to live the way other people seem to. And I'm scared I'll always be like this. That was uncomfortable, but it was real. And it's the reality, not the story, where you need to begin. When you finally tell the truth, even if it's messy, even if it hurts, your nervous system does something incredible. It softens. Your breath deepens. Your chest opens. Your body lets go a little. Today, I still feel the pull of that old story sometimes. It still knocks at the door. It still whispers the words I used to repeat. But I don't live there anymore. I've learned something far more powerful. You don't escape the story by defeating it. You outgrow it. You stop feeding it. You stop mistaking it for who you are. That is how you come home to yourself. Not by becoming someone new, but by finally seeing who you've always been under all the narratives you were taught to believe. So if you feel stuck right now, take a breath. Not everything that feels true is truth. Sometimes it's just the story you've been living in. And you can choose differently. You can choose yourself. Because once you surrender the story, your real life begins. If this resonates with you, click the link in the description below. It'll give you direct access to my calendar where you can book a one-on-one call with me. And I'll help bring you back to you. And if you're looking for more videos on mindset shifts and deep dives into inner work, subscribe.